preparation for this. I watched the movie last night and forgot about it. Okay, episode 169. Your Mother Ate My Dog, the podcast. Bright
I'm
light
Jesse.
coming in. And I'm. What was her name? Was it Jesse and James? Does that make sense? Okay,
From Team
I'm
Rocket?
gonna turn this light off and see if it's less bright. Yeah,
Okay.
Team Rocket.
Okay.
Blast off. Okay, one second.
Okay.
Yeah, so the podcast 169. That's too bad. Nope.
You're just going to have to be bright
We can do this.
head ass. That seems like it might be all right.
Yeah, it's fine. Okay, cool. 169. That's fun. Do you remember? I don't remember, but do you remember what our 69th movie was?
Probably
something dumb.
Probably
like Dark City.
Bram Stoker's Dracula. Something like that.
Oh, I feel like that's a good guess. Because it was The Place Beyond the Pines. Place Beyond the Pines.
Yep. 69. Right now I'm looking at my list of movies. I'm going to just pick a movie this time. So I'm just kind of looking up.
Pick a movie. I mean, that's basically what we did last week.
Yeah.
Pick a movie. It doesn't have to be same theme. You don't have to do a skateboarding one. You can do whatever you want. That's kind of the cool thing about this podcast, that you just kind of can do whatever you want. Yeah, pretty cool last episode where I just didn't talk for half the movie.
Yeah.
Half the episode.
Yeah.
Van Frost wants you to state into the cam for me. I don't know. You guys have your own kind of relationship. I'm just kind of...
Sir, let me see what this says here.
The second... Just the bystander here.
State into the cam for me. I think he wants me to stare into the cam.
Oh, stare. Yeah, that makes more sense. Thanks to Van Frost.
Thank you, Van Frost.
I kind of checked out a few weeks ago. I kind of checked out what they were doing.
Mm-hmm.
And played some Star Fox, which is always appreciated. Star Fox is a fun game. I could never get past... I get past the first part where the frog dies. The frog gets shot down.
Yep.
Oh. Holy beer ass for sure. And then I either couldn't beat the next part or I just kind of lost interest.
That's fair. Video games as a kid are so much different than now. Because I remember back in the day trying to beat A Link to the Past. I just couldn't fucking figure out what to do once I got into Dark World and how to get, where I'm supposed to come out of Dark World. Turns out, as an adult, well, you can look up how to do it. But then the game just seems so much easier. And I figured it out and beat the game. Bless you. There's my beer. It's in a peanut jar.
That's good. Okay, so let's talk about this. For our audio-only listeners, shout out to Janet. You decided to drink a beer here on a Wednesday night at 8:52 p.m.
Yeah.
What's going on?
I just kind of felt like a beer. I watched this cool movie, Rad. Jay was in there drinking
Pip
stuff.
Yep.
Pip and Styles or whatever. And I got inspired. And haven't had a beer in a while. And I like peanut jars.
Heath Ledger also drinking a lot of vodka.
Mm-hmm.
Just right from the bottle.
Heath Ledger was a part of the movie.
So you're drinking a beer, Japanese beer.
Yes, I am. Asahi.
Heath Ledger was in the movie, sure. Had fake teeth, I believe. I'm drinking a smoothie that I just made prior to the episode. We have leftover fruit that I had to use up, blueberries and strawberries.
Tasty.
Some yogurt and some grapefruit juice.
Oh, okay.
So, exotic.
And how is that? Nice. That's a lot healthier than a beer. A beer like
Tastes like grapefruit
poisons
juice.
you, and like a smoothie like does the opposite of poisoning you. Hey, I got an important question for you.
We're getting to like beer season.
It's true.
Okay.
Are you ready for my important question?
Yep.
Okay. Have you ever been proud of me?
Yes.
When?
I got a mosquito bite around the back of my neck. I mean, numerous times. I'm proud of you when you trained and you ran the TC10K. Okay. Proud of you for when you went out of your comfort zone. And so I'm getting a little emotional and decided to listen to vinyl with some ducks and up a tree and on a canoe. And you put that out there.
Mm-hmm.
I was proud of you when you graduated from the University of Victoria with the degree that you used.
Yeah. Okay.
When you got new tires on your car, when you got a new car.
That's a lot of things. That's all I wanted to know. I just wanted to see if you would say anything.
Numerous other. When you read a book, maybe.
I did. I've done that once or
All right.
twice.
You
I was
got me in a good mood. So.
I was challenged to ask you that question, and to the person who told me to ask you that, I said that he was going to say nothing because that's what his brand of comedy is sometimes. But you didn't say nothing. You just said real things. That's
My
very
brand
nice.
of comedy is mean.
I wouldn't say
Sorry,
mean.
my brand of comedy is not rude and mean.
No, I wouldn't say mean. It's more like pretending like the other person didn't say anything.
I think I've evolved and I've grown.
I think you have. I'm proud of you.
And
for that.
I've matured.
Yeah.
In my age.
Yeah, we're getting older. You got to leave those.
And it's not funny to put people down.
Yeah, I think you're right. Do you ever not drink alcohol for
last
a long?
Week I told you. Sorry. No, you go.
Okay, I'll just get my thought out real quick. If you ever not drink alcohol for a long time and then have like 2 sips of it, and already you're kind of like, whoa, feeling it? That's me right now.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah, it's good beer though.
Did you exercise today and then like not eat any real food?
No, I've eaten real food. I didn't do exercise. My job is fairly physical. That's about it. What were you going to tell me about last week or something, or on the weekend? What were you saying?
You didn't paddle today? You didn't paddle?
Not today.
You know how last week I told you I played pickleball?
Right.
Little bit of delay for us. Well, today I play pickleball again, but we play. Half of the people I play with are children. Well, children, as in like between the ages of 16 and 28. So then I feel like I'm an old man.
Like unk.
And so I get into that mindset. So perhaps me being nice to you is because I'm feeling like an old man today.
So do you like go to like schools and find children to play?
No, they're mostly related to the other people that I play with.
Oh, okay. So not as weird as I was.
They're 100% related to the people that I play with.
Okay, 100% related. It's tough to be like partially related. You either are or you aren't, I suppose.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you seen any other movies or shows?
One last thing. Yes. We watched a movie. I feel like. Did we watch a movie? Yeah, we watched a movie. What movie was it? It was on. It was on like. No, that was you. It was on like. It was on one of the streaming sites. Clearly not memorable. No. Oh, Dangerous Animals. Because okay, so there's a movie called Remarkably Bright Creatures, which Megan watched.
Okay.
And there's a movie called Dangerous Animals, which we watched together. It was about a crazy man who owned a fishing boat, and he brought people into the middle of the ocean in Australia and fed them to sharks, and then filmed it for his own pleasure.
Mm-hmm. Sounds great.
6 out of 10. 6 out of 10.
Hey, that's not so bad. You guys like to watch like little horror stuff. That's your thing. Little horror things. Next week it's going to be just me. Mackenzie's going to be in Australia herself as of next Tuesday. So.
Scary.
It's a little scary. I don't like sleeping all by myself.
Has she prepackaged you meals?
No, I would say I do a lot of the cooking, so I can handle that myself. Plus, I might be a naughty little boy or like Chinese food or something like that.
Okay.
So don't worry about me.
I have a hard time finding good Chinese food in the city of Victoria. Where's your go-to Chinese food place?
The place I go to, which I should remember the name of, I believe it's called East Garden. But I'm going to look on the maps because I know where it is. Because I grew up with it right by my house.
Purple Garden?
No. It is called East Garden Restaurant. Yes. That's the place I go to. They have very, very good sweet and sour chicken balls, if you're into that. Their chow mein is delicious. Those are the two things I can recommend most.
East Garden.
Yeah, but I like their lemon chicken. And yeah. When you order Chinese food, do you get spring rolls or egg rolls? Egg rolls, I guess, is what I mainly mean. Do you get egg rolls?
If I'm doing Chinese with Megan, we do spring rolls because she enjoys the spring rolls. But if I'm ordering it for myself, then no.
Okay, good call. I'm not an egg rolls.
Sweet and sour pork, chow mein.
Mm-hmm.
And then like a third thing if I'm really feeling crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, their sweet and sour pork is good. Their sweet and sour chicken balls, I think, are excellent. Very excellent.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. So if you ever...
Right. I remember. Okay. I've delivered mail to this place before.
Yeah, it kind of looks like a house.
It's like in a residential place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been there a long time, ever since I was a kid.
Okay.
Yeah. But you're right, it is hard to find a good Chinese place.
That's next for me. All right. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I feel like I was going to say something else. But
well, you think about that because I'm going to tell you that I watched The Mandalorian and Grogu in theaters. That was all right.
Right.
Yeah, I'd give it a 6 out of 10 probably, same as your Dangerous Monsters or whatever it was. Dangerous Creatures. Those Dangerous Creatures.
But you've seen every single episode of The Mandalorian.
I have. Yeah, they did. They obviously struggled a little bit of putting Mandalorian on the big screen because it kind of just felt like 3 episodes put together, which is probably like how they did it in terms of production. But it was like 3 episodes, but like a bigger budget. So, I mean, I like the show, so
right.
It stands to reason I'll like the movie when they have a little bit of a bigger budget. even better.
Do you think it was Pedro the whole time?
No, it's not. When it's like full suit, I think it's mostly not him.
It can't be, right?
Yeah. You got to save money somehow.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Okay. Let me just. The questions probably aren't good.
Okay.
Today.
Well, they're definitely not going to be good with that attitude.
In a line that makes Krispy Kreme happy, McLandberg Wilson wrote, "The optimist sees this food, but the pessimist sees the whole." In a line that makes Krispy Kreme happy, the optimist sees this food, but the pessimist sees the whole.
Donuts. Seems easy.
Donuts. Scientists have observed bees starting their honeycomb holes as circles before forming them into this familiar shape.
Hexagons.
Hexagons, yeah, good job. That's good enough.
Great. Looks good for me as terms of my percentage.
Yeah, 2 for 2. Okay, the movie we watched this week was called Lords of Dogtown.
Yes.
It's a skateboarding film.
Yes.
Hey, what movie did we watch last week?
Last week we watched Little Otik. No, that's not right. We watched Freeway.
Freeway. Do you think Freeway is somebody's favorite movie?
I do. Yes.
Not a chance. I think Lords of Dogtown is definitely somebody's favorite movie.
There's a brand of people that I probably think this movie is awesome. Yeah.
Skateboarders.
These skateboarders. Yeah.
People alive in the 90s.
Yeah.
Or the 70s or whatever. But
with this movie, I noticed with the reviews, which I feel as though a lot of movies from this era, I mean, like in terms of the year it actually came out, I think people have a bit of some nostalgia going on, sort of affects their score. Let's put it that way. So I think 3.7 out of 5, I think is what this has, is very wrong. Extremely generous, but I think people are just nostalgic.
Too low.
Too low. Yes, of course. So I'm just putting that out there before, just so you get a little taste of.
So you didn't like the film?
Yeah, that's it. I want you to get a little idea of how I felt about it. I wasn't crazy about it. No. I think if you want to tell a story about a particular thing, like the origin story of this, you probably want characters that you like and you can root for. Go, you, show me how this thing happened. And I felt as though I hated every character in this movie. So that was a big negative for me.
You do know this is based off of a true story, right?
Yes, I know it is based off a true story, but surely these people weren't this annoying. I think the people of 2005 thought people back in the 70s are like, yeah, bro. Yeah, dude. Oh, rad, yo. And then they're in the restaurants like, I don't conform to the rules of this restaurant. I'm going to throw food and be like, yeah, dude, bro. I don't think people were talking like that then.
I mean, I don't know. Live.
Like I wasn't there in 1975 in Venice, California. I surely hope people didn't talk like that. But I feel like that's just like maybe the person who made this movie, I don't know who made it, I haven't looked, isn't a skateboarder. And so they just kind of like been like, yo, how do like surfer skateboarder dudes like talk, man? Like this, yeah. And then that was the whole movie. Let's find out who directed this.
What if I told you it was a woman?
Yeah. Same person who directed Twilight. Oh, I don't know how to feel about that. Catherine
reads in it.
Catherine Hardwicke. Is there anything? No, nothing I'm seeing that's like skateboarding legend. Catherine Hardwicke.
I mean, the film was written by one of the skateboarders, Stacy Peralta, the long-haired one.
But like, okay, yeah, fair enough. Stacy Peralta. Do you think like in the script he wrote like dude and bro? You think he put that in there? And like it was like directors. I mean, he's not the director. He can't tell the people how to say it. So he's like, did he write in the script like, yo, say it like, stereotypical surfer. Make sure you do that. Or was the lady directing being like, yo, really ham it up?
Maybe that's just how they talked.
I feel like that's not true.
Oh, slow down.
What else was I going to say? I also felt as though,
okay,
I'll say one.
Like the movie.
Well, I'm going to say one more thing about it, and then I want to hear some stuff that you have to say about it. I felt as though there wasn't much of a story. I mean, obviously, the main idea is to sort of show a bit of the evolution of skateboarding from just like flat ground skateboarding to like doing ramps and shit like that. But like the movie itself didn't really feel like it had a story at all. Like I was able to figure that stuff out by myself, but I think it was mostly just like a bunch of scenes put together of like various skateboard things and not really a cohesive story. So like I feel like if you want to tell a story based on a true story, it needs to have, the scenes need to have a bit of a line running through them to sort of bring them together. I didn't really feel like that was a thing. So anyway, obviously I obviously don't like the movie. I can give you some positives after I hear what you have to say about
it. Okay. I understand. I get your point. I see where you're coming from. I did see a story. I'm not saying it's a good story. There was like, hey, we're starting a skateboarding team. These are the people who we want on the skateboarding team. And they showed beforehand kind of their skateboarding and surfing stuff. And then through the competitions, and then they break off and they go against each other, and then they come back at the end together for one last time in a swimming pool. So there was a story. It wasn't like great. There were some skateboarding scenes in there too. Yeah.
Okay. How about I give you some positives? Are you interested in that?
Great. Yeah.
Okay. I thought the soundtrack was cool. I liked there's lots of good songs. Some Stooges, some all sorts of shit. And I also thought they gave a good effort at capturing the youthful spirit, the youthful vibe. You know, what is it like to be? I mean, they're in high school, presumably. I don't think I ever caught how old they're all supposed to be. Presumably 17, 16, 17, 18. I don't know, something like that. Yeah, I felt like they did
The
they made it.
boys.
Yeah, I felt as though they made a decent effort to sort of put the youthful spirit on screen. I had my eyes out for Heath Ledger's performance because obviously he's a good actor. I can't say I loved his character either. And I wouldn't say that this performance was like particularly defining. It was just all right, you know. So I don't know. I got disappointed by that a little bit, and
He had big teeth.
yeah, I don't really. I mean, I understand that's probably like what that dude looked like, or whatever. But like in a movie like this, because also like at the end of the credits, they showed quick little scenes or like a video of those three skaters, Jay, Stacy, and Tony, like from back then. And they actually did a pretty good job casting these guys as them because they actually look quite a bit like them. But I don't know, like if we really needed Heath to have a prosthetic. Like we should really, make him look like this dude, and like tall like this, man, like that. Like, did we need that? I don't know. Just was kind of weird, and I don't know.
Fair, yeah. The music was good, but I feel like it would just like dominated the whole film. It's always music.
Yeah.
Just carrying throughout. It's like a Tony Hawk game, I guess.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why Tony Hawk put music in his game, because there's music in this film.
Yeah. So yeah, certainly not a movie that I would go back and watch, but it's a movie that I'm glad that I've seen. Now I maybe learned a little bit about the origin of skateboarding. And also, you know what? It didn't make skateboarding, like when I think of skateboarding, like playing Tony Hawk, growing up, I think of skateboarding like as a cool thing. But all of these guys weren't cool. They're all just kind of like losers. That's what I thought.
Yeah. Interesting opinion. There's a lot of cameos of people who were famous now, perhaps not famous then. You got your Johnny Knoxvilles, Jeremy Renner briefly.
Yep. Tony Hawk himself.
Other people, Tony Hawk.
Yeah.
I feel like there was more I'm missing, but yeah, I didn't find the acting all that great. Kind of disappointed because Emil Hirsch, obviously, he's been in some good stuff. I thought he was a good actor, but not a lot of good acting performances in this one.
Yeah, and I mean Emil Hirsch especially, I hated his character. But like maybe, I mean,
yeah, he was a troubled one.
Stacy Peralta, I mean, he was there, so maybe he was just really. That's just what that dude was really like back then. I don't know, but I'm sure there was some amount of disconnect between Stacy, the writer, and Catherine, the director. I feel like that's something that happened, but maybe I could be completely wrong. Who knows?
They gave a character brain cancer.
Yeah, that I have to assume actually happened.
It's crazy.
But
yeah, he did die after.
Mm-hmm. He was the same. He was the guy that was in Gentlemen Broncos. So just a little.
He did look familiar.
Yeah. Gentlemen Broncos guy. So there was some crossover there. That was a fun thing. Hey, you're the guy from Gentlemen Broncos. You want to know the craziest thing about this movie that I'd like to point out?
Yeah.
Are you familiar with Mitch Hedberg?
Oh yeah, Mitch Hedberg. Yep.
He
is a comedian.
Yes, was.
He's in it once for a second. He was a comedian. Yeah, I think they're making a documentary. Well, not a documentary, but like a movie about his life. It'll be fun to watch.
Well, the crazy part was not just that he was in it.
He does. Oh, yeah.
Today at work, one of my coworkers, they got new glasses, new prescription glasses, and they have a bit of a rose tint to them.
Shout out.
And I was like, you know what I said to them as soon as I saw them? I said, that reminds me of Mitch Hedberg. And they were like, Mitch Hedberg? They didn't know who that was. I told them a little about them, but I was like, they famously had like rose tinted glasses on all the time. And then out of nowhere, boom, I watch it today, Mitch Hedberg in this movie. What are the odds of that?
I thought you knew he was in it, because didn't you talk about it this last week? I think Mitch Hedberg's in it.
I very well may have right then and there looked at who was in it and then saw Mitch Hedberg, but I certainly did not retain that information up until today when I saw him. I said, oh, Mitch Hedberg. That's crazy. So yeah, what are the odds of that I talk about Mitch Hedberg, fairly famous comedian, and here he is in this movie.
How did you like how the film was shot and like the graininess of it?
I thought it was weird because something changed in the first 5 minutes, because at the very beginning, the movie looked really good. And I remember thinking that, like, wow, this looks awesome. Like, I'm excited for how good this looks. And then it got really grainy and shitty. And I was like, oh, okay. Well, they ran out of the good film pretty quick.
You watched it on Netflix?
I did.
Okay.
By the way, first time ever a movie is on Netflix. Does Netflix have anything?
I think I only put this movie on the list because I saw it on Netflix.
I feel like they have like really shitty action movies from like the 80s and like movies that came out like 3 years ago. That's all Netflix has.
Well, let's take a look and see. Maybe I'll name a movie. Because the first one that comes up is Casino.
Okay, I mean, like, that's a good movie, obviously.
And then the second film that comes up, you can't really, I don't think so, but the Kevin James, Here Comes the Boom.
Right.
So, kind of makes your point. But
that could just be your algorithm is cooked. You watch a lot of Kevin James movies, like Hitch. You ever seen Hitch?
No. But what we are going to do is we're going to hitch our hitch to the Hitch section of this podcast, and we're going to pull it to the scores part. So
okay.
Let's get the scores going, because I feel like, unless you have something else.
I absolutely do not have anything else.
Wait. Did you say Mitch Hedberg?
Yep. I
just have this book that's holding up my laptop. Mitch
Albom
is a name.
It's almost
wait
Hedberg.
What did you say? Heath Ledger?
Yep.
Heath Ledger's he passed away famously in 2008. So where do dead people go? Do they go to the galaxy?
Whoa. Josh, that's crazy.
I'm not going to do any more of these because the other two books are holding up my laptop. One of them is Dune, and the other one is Jurassic Park. So
You ever seen Dune 2?
I honestly could have done some gold. I've not seen Dune 2 yet.
Dune 2 dudes at once.
Finished the. Have seen the ending of Euphoria. That's
okay. Okay, that is pertinent to Dune 2 for sure. Okay, perfect.
Zendaya's in it.
Yeah. I know. She got a TVI. She got a TVI on me. That's one of the songs. Yeah, let's get to score.
Do you ever watch old? Yeah, let's get to scores once I tell you this. Do you ever watch like old game shows?
Yep.
Okay, so sometimes when people win a prize, or like they win the game, they have to choose a prize, right? So like, do you pick door number 1? Do you pick door number 2? Or would you like door number 3?
Right. Do I have to answer that?
Okay, get the scores. No. We'll just get to scores.
You're just remarking that there are 3 doors behind you.
Which door would you choose?
Well, 3 is obviously a closet.
1, 2.
2 is obviously.
I mean, they're all famously closets.
You got 3 closets beside each other?
This house is a washer and a dryer. This is a storage closet. And this is where our shoes and our coats are kept.
That's crazy layout. All right, what did you think of acting?
Crazy host change. Acting, sure. I thought acting was not the greatest. Not the greatest acting. Is there a reason why we haven't seen many of these actors again? Sure, Emile Hirsch and Heath Ledger, and that's about it. I guess, Gentleman Broncos guy. But does that also mean they come across more like normal? And that's kind of the point? I didn't think acting is very good. 5 out of 10.
Yeah. I also did not find the acting to be particularly good. Unless the goal was for me to not like any of them, then the acting was really good. But no, I think people heard be a surfer, skateboarder guy, and everyone, or gal, and just take it to 100 and just don't look back, and just who cares. I'm gonna give acting a 4 out of 10. Ow, hit my foot.
Yeah, there were a lot of good actors in the film that eventually went on to do stuff.
Sofia Vergara
like
is
America
in it.
Ferrera is in the film.
Jeremy
Sofia
Renner.
Vergara is in it. Jeremy Renner. Let's see else. Eddie Cahill. He was on Friends briefly.
He was.
There's a Schreiber, which I didn't even know.
He was like somebody's boyfriend. Liv Schreiber was in this?
Yeah, Rachel's. No, Pablo.
Oh. I was about to say that he'd be right to the top of most seen actor in our podcast. That wasn't him. Fair enough.
What has Pablo done? Hard to say. He got divorced.
Oh, that happens.
But yeah, okay. I guess I'll just take over again. How did you feel about the ending?
The ending came on fast. It's like, okay, boom, we're ending it. There wasn't any build up. Like I said, this movie didn't do a good job of building story at all. Like it just kind of meandered. Things barely linked. And suddenly we're at the ending. I mean, it was a nice, like a nice moment, I suppose. I'm not really sure what else more to say. I mean, it's also hard to score an ending for like a movie based off like a thing that actually happened. So what am I supposed to say? Like, I don't know, 5 out of 10. Fine, it was fine.
Right. I can't imagine that actually happened in real life, though. Them gathering again at the same time together.
Mm-hmm.
That would take. But I thought it was touching. I thought it kind of changed the way I looked at the movie. Because, like, you didn't really care about the characters too much. I didn't care who won or who lost or who did well in skateboarding and who was joined what team. And do I care about Skip, Heath Ledger's character, losing his people or trying hard? No, I didn't care. But it made me care a little bit when they all came back together for a brain cancer guy. And then they went back to skating in a swimming pool, just like old times. And that touched me. So I'm going to give ending a 9 out of 10.
Okay. Fair enough. I'd love to hear what your score out of 10 is overall.
I haven't looked at your letterbox, so I don't know because you watched it today.
Yep.
Okay. The acting wasn't good. I'm not a skateboarder. I was never really interested in that scene, so the movie didn't really call to me. I was kind of hoping it'd be something a little bit better, maybe kind of ignite my need to play Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1-2 on the Nintendo Switch, 3-4 on the Nintendo Switch, or even like Tony Hawk's Underground, which I played growing up, which was really fun. So they used Vancouver, I think. Anyways, it was fine. It didn't really kind of boring. It didn't really catch my attention too much. I didn't feel the need to focus while watching it because you could probably have done something else and have it on the background and still kind of get the general idea. It was probably not good for a film. I'm going to give the film overall just a 5 out of 10. I think right down the middle, 5 out of 10. Won't watch it again. Didn't hate myself for watching it. 5 out of 10.
So we're not too far off. I mean, I think the vibes I get from you was a mediocre.
No, it wasn't the best movie ever.
Yeah. For me, it was a little worse than mediocre. I'm going to give it a 4 out of 10. I found the characters very annoying. I thought the story was not very good.
Mm-hmm.
I thought perhaps there was a decent good faith effort to make a movie that's supposed to be like encapsulate the skateboarding vibe. I don't think they weren't trying. I just don't think it really landed. So 4 out of 10.
So that was basically our scores from last week. You said 4, I said 5.
There you go.
Which I feel good about because
Snickers.
Freeway was, I feel like it was I felt similarly. There were some good things that I still think about. Like I still think about Kiefer Sutherland's ugly face. Like I'll still think about them skateboarding in the swimming pool. So like, yeah, I'm happy with it.
Okay. Perfect. I like
Did
that.
they mention Dogtown one time?
I don't think so.
You just have to know what Dogtown is.
Yep, I guess so. She got a TV on me.
All right, so we are going to do the Garfield movie next week.
I'm picking the movie.
But the Bill Murray one. No, I'm picking the movie. But the Bill Murray one. That's fine. All right, 170. What are we watching for 170? We got out of the 60s finally.
I think we're going to watch. So I got a lot of movies on here. Okay.
Yeah, something obscure, I'm sure. Something from a foreign land, I'm sure.
It's not obscure. It's not obscure. It has Brendan Fraser in it.
Encino Man?
Not Encino Man. No.
Is he a Mountie?
No.
The Whale?
No.
Jumped.
That's perfect. That means you probably haven't seen it. We're watching a movie called Monkey Bone.
Sounds familiar, but I don't think I've seen it.
There you go. Monkey Bone from 2001, maybe? Something like that.
Yeah, okay. And if I did, it would have been like 30 years ago. I would not have retained Monkey Bone.
You talking to me?
2001 film. Oh, yeah. The cover looks familiar, but I have not seen this film.
Great. Well, now you will. Monkey Bone, episode 170. 170 episodes. Crazy.
It is exciting to finally get Whoopi Goldberg on the podcast.
Yes, let's go. I was going to pick Theodore Rex, but I decided against it.
That would have been good because the Knicks are in the NBA Finals. And isn't that movie? They're detective. Isn't there a movie where she's? Oh, that's a different. She doesn't coach dinosaurs. There's a movie with Whoopi Goldberg where she like coaches basketball.
There is?
Yeah, I'll find it for you. All right. So, have you looked at the scores for this film?
Monkey Bone? I don't think it has great reviews.
No, it's awful. Yeah, terrible. This is a 3. We watched Lords of Dogtown, which is 3.7, which you hated, and now we're watching a 2.8.
Okay, but then you go on like Letterboxd and you put in a movie such as, I don't know, Nacho Libre, one of the best movies ever made, and it's gonna say something like low threes is my guess, because people don't like cinema. 3.4. Right. That's actually better than
just because it has a bad score doesn't mean it's gonna be a bad movie for you. Acting credits, list of awards. I don't need.
Because I can tell. Ghost. I can tell you, she's in Ghost. She's in Theodore Rex. She's in The Color Purple, and she's in Sister Act.
She's also in How Stella Got Her Groove Back, Rat Race, and The Lion King. Is in
Rat Race, yes. I remember that.
I haven't played that game in so long.
Which game?
To that. This Santa Tunerl, which is different. No. Is she not in a film where she coaches basketball? Am I crazy?
I know in Rat Race, she goes to this one place with this crazy squirrel lady with her daughter, and who played by Kathy Bates. Eddie. And
not crazy. 96 was a great year for her. Theodore Rex, Eddie. Other films she did.
You know what's great about Eddie? You know who it's directed by? Steve Nash. Oh, sorry, no. Steve Rash.
Was Steve Nash even alive in 1996? Apparently Steve Nash isn't a good guy.
My dad used to play against him because my dad and him are the same age.
Yeah.
And he used to play ball against him like in high school.
And how does he feel about him as a person?
I don't think he had any like major opinions. You know, it's a movie that we watched that I just remembered we watched. It had Brenda's song in it.
What? Oh, yeah, the Woo. Wendy Woo.
Wendy Wu, high school warrior or something. What was it?
Yeah, it wasn't that long ago.
Wendy
That was
Wu,
this year, I believe.
Homecoming Warrior. We did not watch Wendy Wu Homecoming Warrior this
Oh.
year.
Oh, okay, sorry, it was last year. Right? Was it not last year? Wasn't it even last year? Oh, it was in 2024. Oh, that's
Yeah.
crazy. Time
Yeah.
flies. Just like
My
this podcast, 51 minutes in.
Man out here thought we watched that this fucking year.
It just seems like it was a film I watched very recently.
Maybe you watched it again. You liked it so much.
Turns out it was 63 episodes ago. That's crazy.
Wendy Wu Homecoming
Monkey
Warrior.
Bone. Oh, I think it's Monkey Bone's on like Fubi or something. I can't even watch.
Fubi. Okay, well, you know what? 51 minutes. We're past our normal time. I thought we've made great conversation. This beer is doing me good.
Yes. Sometimes you just know you have it. And
yeah,
this is one of those days.
This is one of those days.
It's on Stars. It's baloney.
That is baloney. I hate that. I got to use that expletive more often though. This is baloney. I like that.
It sucks because every single episode, it starts like, I don't know, the first 45 minutes, we are so delayed. And then it's like, oh, you're wrapping up?
Time to make it perfect.
Back together for the last 4 minutes.
Perfect. Okay, well, thank you very much for listening. I'm Jesse, as I've mentioned before, Holy Beer Ass, and that's Josh, Tony Hawk fan. And I just hope you guys had a really awesome time listening to us or watching us, however you get your podcast.
Great. That's it. That's all.
That's all we got for you today.